What is up, people? I hope that you're good. I've got a laptop here to fix. This is the Lenovo Ideapad L340 gaming. So apparently the laptop is dead. No life, nothing whatsoever. I've even tried plugging it to the power supply, but nothing is happening. Yeah, it doesn't even respond to the power supply. Nothing at all. Alright, so let's open up this laptop and check. Probably it's just broken charging port or something like that, although I doubt. It could be something interesting and worth watching. So let me pause the video for now, then I'll open up the laptop and we can proceed from there. So no need for me to pause, these are just a few screws. Okay, so there we go. I think I've taken off all the screws. These are just probably stuck in there for whatever reason. That they are loose because they're just spinning in there. It's fine. Let's open up the bottom cover. Here we go. This is the motherboard that we're going to be working on. So the laptop has been fixed around the hinge area over there. Both sides actually. So that's why those screws are not coming out. They are just spinning inside. We can just check quickly to see if we're getting our crucial voltages. So let's plug the PC power supply and see if we're getting 20 volts coming in from the charger. So DC mode, 20 volts is coming in, 20.09, exactly as I'm feeling it there. After the first MOSFET we've got 20, but on the main power we've got 2 volts. So this doesn't point out to a dead shot because we've got some voltage happening over there. Let me disconnect the battery, and then we can go to peak mode and check if this MOSFET is working. Yeah, MOSFET seems to be fine, and the first one also seems to be fine. Do we have a short over here? No, we do not have a short over there. So what is happening? Why do we not have 20 volts over here? We're getting 2 volts. Okay, interesting. Where is the PQIC? Let's just see if we're getting 25 volts to... Yeah, we are. We're getting 25 volts over here. There we go. That means our PQIC is fine. And we are getting 25 volts here. But then why are we getting only 2 volts over here? Is there something wrong with this MOSFET? Yeah, it must be a faulty MOSFET because we are getting 25 volts, which means the PQIC is fine. But we're not getting our desired... what do we call it? We're not getting our desired 20 volts on the output. Is it a case where these machines do not produce 20 volts without a battery? But the battery has been connected all along. Let me just see how much voltage we're getting from the battery. So the battery connector is over here. Let's see what we're getting. Yeah, we're getting 0.2 from the battery. Can we try to charge the battery? And I believe we do have this battery somewhere around the shop. Where can I hook the ground? Okay, hook it by this HDMI port. and then we can see if we can charge this battery. This battery has got 11.4 volts, so lower the voltage on the power supply to 11.4 volts, or just around that value, and then we can come to the positive of the battery. Oh, it's not connected to the power supply. Okay, yeah, the battery is charging. The battery is drawing 2.6 amps. So we cannot really blame the battery. Reason being, if the battery wasn't charging over here, then I would say, yeah, the laptop cannot detect the battery, so it's not charging. But anyways, I'm gonna randomly change this MOSFET, the second MOSFET, because it is receiving a 25 volts to enable it on its high side, on its gate, but it's not enabling that 20 volts to pass through. So let's just see. I believe I've got a MOSFET over here. This one, I believe it's working, and it's also coming from a Lenovo. So it was coming from a Lenovo S145. So you can see it's not beeping at all, which means it's fine. Let's take this MOSFET off. We have to try and avoid keeping the heat around for too long, because that will result in us burning this LCD connector. Alternatively, you can just put Kapton tape around the... Yeah, this is faulty. You can see it's just... it actually is broken from underneath. Okay, this is a tricky one. Taking it off from the motherboard is very hard, because it has riveted itself to the motherboard. There we go. Came out for some, without that much of a struggle. But anyways, let's place this one. This is our incoming MOSFET. Come on, don't be too complicated. So the angle at which I'm approaching the motherboard is the one that's making it a bit tricky, because I'm avoiding burning that LCD connector. Okay, that wasn't wise what I just did over there, because it can cause some short circuits. But anyways, let's see. Let's plug our DC power supply. We'll up the voltage to 20 volts as usual. Ooh. Yes, and we've got response. We've got response. 20 volts, and we've got an orange light. So it was a faulty MOSFET after all. Could tell from the way it looked. Well, yeah, got our 19.90. That's what I put there. I didn't put it on 20 exactly. But let me just put it on 20 to make sure that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. 19.5 will work just fine. There we go. We've got 20 volts over there, and we've got an orange light, which means this laptop is fixed. It is charging the battery. You can see the machine is completely off, but it's drawing 0.82. I don't know why it would charge at such a low current. Let's press the power button. We've got keyboard backlight, and we have picture. This is fixed. It's even loading into Windows. So that's pretty much it. We probably couldn't get a reading on the MOSFET when we were trying to see if it's shorted or not, because it had already separated it is 4 pins from the actual MOSFET itself. You can see there's nothing over there. So that's probably why we were not getting a reading when we were trying to see if it's shorted, but otherwise it was blown already. So that's it. This machine is fixed. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will be seeing you in another video. Cheers and goodbye.